Hey guys, Starseed Heart here, and I am here to give you, I don't know, the last 3 times I've tried to give you the general reading for April, I have received a reading that is entirely different, and so I keep doing these readings until I get the one that I'm trying to do per what I'd like to do, but the Spirit doesn't always give me what I'm looking for, and I will not be doing zodiac readings. I probably will not be doing zodiac readings probably anymore, just for the fact that I find some at times that we have cross watchers and people are getting confused, and is that about me or is it this and is that, and it's a general reading, and I prefer general readings at this point. If you want a personal reading, you can always contact me at starseedheart@gmail.com, and I will work with you on a one-to-one basis. When I do zodiac readings, I really feel like sometimes there's so many cross watchers. It just really, it blends too much. So we're just going to do general readings on this channel, and I'll probably do a separate channel for, zodiac readings. It's really not the reason why I started this channel to do zodiac readings. I kind of got into it at one point in time when there was the energy was not as focused as it is now, and the energy that I feel is very, very focused. And I'm feeling like this is more my calling. I could do zodiac readings all day long, except for the exhaustion. However, I feel like the message readings are more in tune with who I am and what my intentions are. So we're going to stick with those. We have here some cards coming out for the April 2023 energy. I'm going to specifically stay away from tarot at this point so I can actually get an energy reading going here and see how this goes. Hopefully we don't have another love reading coming in. Not that it's a bad thing. I just don't like getting involved in people's love life. I really don't. I feel like each individual has their own way of loving someone. I think each individual has different criteria and what they're looking for in someone. And I don't want to ever encourage a union between two individuals based off of a card. I just don't. I think it's more important to that, and it has a deeper meaning. Spirit Guardian of Winter Retreat. Here we go again with the Hermit. We're back again. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, the Raven Spirit and the Bee Spirit. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, it's funny. All 3 of the readings have really tied together that I've done today. I feel that from this reading we have people becoming more in tune with nature. And it's not spring all over the world, right? It's the beginning of winter in some parts of the world right now. It should be fall, right? And don't take that how it resonates. You know, part of these are general readings, so it's winter. It's going into winter somewhere. It's turning into spring here. I just see someone is really going to be focusing on nature a lot more than they have been in the past. Whether it is trying to stay away from tarot. They're going to be putting in a new garden, whether they... Yeah, I am magnetic to what I want. I repel what I do not want. So, we have prosperity, truth, retreat, tribal spirit dance, elder, and offerings. So it looks like in the next month or two, as far as business goes, if you've been looking for job offers, they're coming. Hold on. Make sure you're being smart about how you handle yourself, because I feel like you've been... I feel like... I'll just give you the scenario that just went to my head. I feel like during COVID, before COVID, you were like in a really good position, and then you pulled way, way back during COVID, and now you're starting to get back out there. But because of the lapse in time, your offerings have been coming slowly, because your network is, it's not, your network is not as in tune to what you want, right? And so you need to get out there a little bit and make sure you're reconnecting with your network and letting them know what they want, whether you're finding recruiters or you're finding a headhunter or whatnot to help you get on your way. And I show that you're going to be, as far as for you, your intentions, you've had your retreat, right? Your early half retirement or whatnot for the 2 years that you've been off. And then you're going to be very truthful with your recruiters and with whom you're interviewing with, because you want prosperity in your life. And you don't want just prosperity. You want the kind of prosperity that really just lifts up your spirit. We're looking at the number 5. And this 5 has come up 3 times today. First, I got the 5 on the first reading, and 5 has come up again in the second reading about the 5 birds. And then again, 5, the number 5. So whether something's going to happen on the 5th or the 5th month, or whether you're going to get 5 offers, whether you're going to have 5, I don't know. Hopefully you're making $500K. I have no idea. Or $5K a month. I don't know. The number 5 is going to be very important to you. Do I want you to choose a job off of a number 5? No. But I think the way that I work with spirit is normally I do what I need to do, and spirit is my affirmation. And so please know that too for yourself, that spirit should be your affirmation, that you're on track, you're happy, you're whatever it may be. I would not choose a job based or a career based off of this number. So you're getting the number 38, the number 32, and the number 5, whatever that means to you, however it resonates with you. It shows that maybe you're going to be getting an offer from an older, more established company. Maybe you're going to be getting an offer from someone who is an elder, whether it be but I don't see, as far as this person, if you can see the deer here, and then as it's looking back on its life, right? This is maybe somebody who's going to be retiring, and they're doing the interview process. This may be somebody who is elderly and owns a company. That when they look back, when you're in their interview, they're going to be doing a look back themselves. This is kind of like a sun-setting interview for them. So keep that in mind, that they put a lot into this, whatever you're applying for. keep that in mind with how you're talking about the rule. It's almost like this was their life, their whole life up until this moment of when they're passing this on to you. So keep that in mind with how you conduct the interview process, how you respond to the emails. I would stay very, very professional. Even if this person gets very, even if this person tries to be like really cavalier with you or whatnot, on the inside, they are not. They are not cavalier about this. And they want to see, it's almost like in this interview you're going to have, the one that's like really important to you. It's not like they're trying to trick you, but sometimes people will try and be very, they'll try and open you up to see your personality, but whose personality really shines through when you're sitting across the table from someone that's going to choose you or not choose you, affect your livelihood, your bank account, who's going to feel comfortable in that situation? They may try and make you feel comfortable so you will open up. But that's my point. When you get to that stage, you don't have to, oh, these are my 3 kids and this is this, and, I drive a Mercedes and, my whatever. They really don't want to know any of that, and they want you to remain as professional as possible. That much I can tell you. Yeah, and in this job, there is a very, everybody has been very close knit. This may be a small company that's owned by someone, and they're passing on this job to you. This may be a company that works in teams, and they want to be able to collaborate with you professionally. And that's just it. They're not really looking at camaraderie. They want to professionally interact with you. Please keep that in mind. Even if you have commonalities, hey, after you get the job and 2 months later, after you figured out what you're doing, or 6 months later or a year, go have that coffee with them. Joke with them on IM, play around with whatever. But I don't see this person that you're going to meet to be cavalier at all. Even though the team is close-knit and they joke about everything, they're not cavalier about who they choose for this role. And the word cavalier is coming up a lot. Don't know why, whatever it means to you. I just know that right now it's my descriptor and I have no idea. Yeah, because I show 2 different results here from the energy that you put out. And yeah. So I show that you've been through, here's the energy that's led up to this event for your careers. Okay, so you've had a bit of chaos, right? And the number 42. Then you went through healing. Number 4, you kind of connected with yourself, your inner self, and what you need. You maybe even cut back. You maybe even downsize. And then I'm showing that you're coming back out, number 45. And that's funny because this was 42 and 45. So this may have been 3 years you've been down without employment. And you're going to come back out looking like the unicorn. Like, where have you been? Like, we've been looking for you forever. And they want you to remain that unicorn. They don't want you to transform. And this is the butterfly spirit, number 8. So they want to know truly the truth. Here we are, about who you are. And that will lead you into prosperity. And I wouldn't feel at all judged by the process, whether they like you or not. because I'm seeing here that you're going to have multiple offerings. And who wants to end up somewhere after you've been through a hard time monetarily or not? I don't know. You may have had a lot of savings. I don't sit there and look into that stuff. Money situations of people. I just state the obvious, right? Who wants to come out of that situation of being dormant in a career and then bust out into a job they absolutely cannot stand? And then they're back here into the storm spirit again, because I don't see a lot of people staying right now. There was a huge shift in the market where people were moving around, changing jobs. I mean, changing entire industries, getting into things they've never been into before, trying things out they've always wanted to do. I mean, all of that. And then I see that people are starting to settle back down with where they want to be. I kind of did the same thing during COVID, but not so much. I stayed within my realm, except for I ended up with a lot of jobs, like 7 at one time. Yeah. And I was doing all kinds of stuff I hadn't done before just because I wanted to do it. Yeah. And these people are looking for somebody who's going to be harmonious, somebody who's going to be discreet, somebody who is going to get results, and somebody who is into abundance. So whether it's a sales opportunity or whether you're somebody who thinks of ways that a company can save money, that's what they're looking for. And somebody, and they're, yeah. And this union here that you're seeing is not something like of a love relationship. This is you uniting with a cause in work. And this is the number, nothing. It doesn't have a number on it. The number 3, the Empress card shows up, which is feminine energy. It's not, doesn't mean this is a male or a female. Yeah. Yeah, and then you're fully enlightened after that. I mean, you really enjoyed this career. So congratulations. Prosperity again from the panda. And yeah. So good luck to you. Congratulations. And I hope the interview goes well. Make sure you take the time to scrub your resume. Make sure you have it focused on what you actually want out of a career, not just what you have done. A lot of times people will look at what you've done based off of what, they feel you're capable of, and make sure you put, you're actually putting your heartfelt desires into your cover letter. I highly recommend a cover letter for this one. Sometimes I submit a cover letter and sometimes I don't, based on the posting. I can tell if somebody's just posting a job and they want somebody who's just going to sit in a chair. Like, here's your $18 an hour. Sit in this chair and answer the phone. This one is not that type of a role that you're looking at. This is something where they want somebody who's more committed into this and actually invested in this role. They don't want somebody who's just, hey, I want you here 8 every day and home, leave at 5, whether it's virtually or not virtually. So that's what I'm seeing coming in. And, but you're going to have multiple offerings. And this one is going to be, I don't want to say embedded, it's going to be in the mix. So just make sure you're reading into what the postings are. If it's just a general posting, you can tell they copied the role from time to time to time, but one of these, I would actually put an actual heartfelt covered letter in there to explain why you absolutely would desire to work for them and why you would want to be in that role. And I would take the time. I wouldn't just, if you have a current, cover letter you just shell out with every role just to have a cover letter so that you can hit that ticker mark on the interview process. I wouldn't do that for this role. I would actually write a separate cover letter. But yeah, it's also I just heard grammar. Like they're saying, watch your grammar. So that should indicate if you know this is for you. And I see this as like for a group of people. I don't really see this as for one person. There's million people on this planet, and this is kind of a general thing that's going on right now, that people are being able to go back to work. Yeah. I'm just waiting for they to tell me something else, because every time I turn off the camera, I get another message and another calling to do another reading. And when it comes to this, I really don't want to have two different I don't want to have two readings out there for business. But if it happens, it happens. It's my channel. I can do that if I want to. It says, beauty raises my vibration. I seek out for healing and joy. Waning moon. On a waning moon. Please look up waning and waxing so that you know when it's waning and when it's waxing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So look at the back of this card that fell out. I'm not going to read what the card says on the front, because I don't really feel like that is the message. But you're going to love this. You're going to love this, and they're going to love you as long as you maintain. Now, here's the kicker. As long as you can't maintain the professionalism and stay discreet, get in there, get going at your job, and then you'll be able to really get into the heart of the job and role, and the people in the relationships will come with time. I don't see that this is the type of office where, sure, they're all chummy with one another, but they're not going to be chummy with you at first. And that's not because you're new or whatever. It's because they don't know you. And because they have been working together so long, they know everything about each other, down to their grandkids' birthdays and whatnot, and things that they can't share now, due to privacy laws and whatnot. And it takes time to gain that trust to say, hey, do you want to share your birthday? Because we do birthdays. Just all of that. They are that tight knit in that office. So anyway, and it sounds like it would be a great opportunity for you, because the people there stay a really long time, and they don't there's not a lot of attrition at this company. Anyway, look it up. Make sure you know your stats on the companies and places where you're interviewing for. Make sure you understand what the company is actually offering you. There's a lot of information online. Also, if you heard anything in this message that's off, track, make sure you actually look it up for you. Do the research for yourself on what this means to you, or what the message may mean for someone else around you, so you can help support them. Bye. starseedheart@gmail.com. If you're looking for a personal reading, I am absolutely 100%. I predominantly spend my time on personal readings, and most of the times I come out for general readings when I'm starting to get messages and I need clearing. And like I said, I really don't think I'm going to be doing the zodiac readings any longer. I'll be doing general readings in the future, and it may not even be monthly, guys. I may do them on the quarter, or when I feel like the messages that are coming through need to be out there for someone to hear or respond to, or to look into for themselves. Yeah, and I encourage you to do that responsibly. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye.